What up, everybody? We can see from a clip from the Ghost Season 4 trailer, as well from an exclusive photo that was released on the Ghost IG page earlier this month, that both Tariq and Brayden will return to Stansfield in Season 4. Season 4 should be the equivalent to Tariq's senior year, and we should see him graduate this season if he survives to get to that point. Power Season 6 concluded with Tasha getting arrested for Ghost's murder and Tariq heading to Stansfield after Tasha worked it out with Stern to get Tariq into Stansfield under the condition that they would sign truth over to Stern when Tariq graduates. And in the closing seconds of Power, we saw Tariq walk into his dorm room, and on the door it said, Tariq St. Patrick, Class of 2024. So because of that, most likely Book 2 was never intended to go past Season 4, representing 4 years of college. So with that said, I am expecting another book to come after this, picking up where Book 2 left off, just like Ghost picked up where Power left off. But a big condition of what the next book will be centered around will be who survives the final year of Stansfield. We could also look at it like this. The 6 seasons of Power was centered around Club Truth if we're talking about a place instead of a person. And the 4 seasons of Ghost was centered around Stansfield University. Also, something I noticed about the fictional college Stansfield is that it has a very similar name to the Wire character, Marlo Stanfield. Let me know in the comments if you think there's a hidden meaning behind this. Keep in mind, one of the most remembered lines from OG Power was when Tariq looked Ghost in the eyes and told him, "Teach me the fucking game, Ghost." Is the Book of Ghosts a representation of Tariq getting an education in both the streets and the classroom? But after losing his inheritance in Season 3, we didn't even know if Tariq would have the incentive to return to school, because his whole purpose of going to school and his whole drive to graduate was all about getting his inheritance so he could reunite with his family. So at this point, the only thing Tariq might inherit from graduating could be Club Truth that Tasha has already agreed to sign over to Stern. So this makes me to ask the question, could Stern possibly influence Tariq's decision to return to school? Keeping in mind that the trailer shows Tariq standing in a suit at Club Truth, could he possibly work something out with Stern to share ownership with Stern, possibly also agreeing to work for Stern moving forward? Because in Power, Ghost wanted to become a partner with Stern, but Stern offered Ghost the opportunity to become his number 2, basically serving as a manager over Stern's entire operation. But before Ghost was able to answer for himself, Tasha was at the door and told Stern that her husband doesn't work for anybody. In Season 3, Tommy told Tariq that he can't write out a war from a college classroom, that he's either all in or he's all out. So does the fact that Tariq is back in college mean that he chose the life of a civilian? Either though this might be what he wants, that might not be his choice to make, because the fact that Noma and the Tejadas want him dead. Possibly Tariq sees Stansfield campus as a safe place to be at, being a public place, rather than trying to hide out somewhere. The 18th law of the 48 laws of power says, "Do not build a fortress to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous." So this could also be part of what influences Tariq and Brayden's decision to return to school. It does seem risky, but as long as they stay strapped on campus and with their head on a swivel, they might be okay. At the same time, now that they're out of good graces with Noma, they don't even have a plug. And with Western Holdings being shut down, neither one of them even have a source of income. Also, keep in mind that Brayden was expelled from Stansfield after Season 2 when he admitted at Tariq's trial to being the campus drug dealer. Robert had told Brayden that he'll work at Western Holdings until Stansfield would have him back. So with Western Holdings being shut down, it looks like Brayden will return to campus. So the fact that Brayden will definitely have eyes on him and Tariq has been hot might make Stansfield campus too hot for Noma or the Tejadas to try anything at. But Brayden wasn't the only person who had their education put on hold as a result of Tariq's double murder trial. Lauren Baldwin was also a promising honor student at Stansfield, but in season 2, as a result of both Jabari and Barr's murders, the cops were conducting searches of the dorms for drugs. And unknowing to Lauren, Bruchandria stashed pills in Lauren's drawer that the cops found, and Carrie convinced Lauren to start wearing a wire. Keep in mind that Bruchandria, or nobody else we know, got caught with any drugs during that search. So Bruchandria really did Lauren dirty because most likely word got around campus of the searches, and anybody who had drugs in their room should have acted accordingly. So Bruchandria should have went and got those pills out of Lauren's room. But she let Lauren go down, so we don't know what is next for Lauren and if she would even be allowed back on campus after being caught with the pills. Either though wearing the wire was supposed to get her charges dropped. At the end of season 3, we saw Lauren and her parents leaving their house. I'm guessing they're going to wherever they had been staying while they thought Lauren was dead. And Lauren perjured herself in the season finale on the stand to help Tariq and them beat the RICO case. This is something Jenny Sullivan mentioned to Lauren while in front of the grand jury also. But I don't think she's going to do anything about that because trying to prove that wouldn't be worth her trouble. Let me know in the comments section if you think we've heard the last of Lauren or will she be in season 4. Lauren had also told Effie that she's not the same Lauren, and last time she didn't see Effie coming. Now her eyes are wide open. I won't be surprised at all if she's back at the Stansfield campus because a lot of the talk from season 3 was about Lauren avoiding WITSEC and returning to her old life. But Lauren wasn't the only character who got caught with drugs on Stansfield campus whose future might be in jeopardy. Diana Tejada was also arrested in season 3 when the feds got her on the roof camera putting bricks into the lockers. And when she got out of jail, she told Monet that her charges were still pending. And Davis was supposed to handle that when he talked to Tate after Tate won the election for Congress. So depending on Tate's next move, Diana might get her charges dropped and be allowed back at school. But around this same time, Diana had also told Monet that she wanted to move to Atlanta to transfer to Spelman. But even if Diana is allowed back at Stansfield, she will also now be too hot to move Noma's way at Stansfield. So Diana getting arrested last season will only contribute to Stansfield being hot and possibly the safest place for Tariq and Brayden to be at. Also returned to Stansfield for her final year is Effie. Unlike the other characters, Effie has to hustle just to pay her tuition and plan to transfer to Stanford in Cali once she graduated and wants out of the life. It was initially Effie's plan to target Noma's daughter Anya as a way to get from under Noma's thumb. It was Effie who wrote freedom on her card in the classroom scene in season 3 as well. I'm guessing this is talking about freedom from the drug game that she was forced into. There's also Becca Weston, Brayden's sister, who's at Stansfield now. We saw her in Tariq's class in season 3. She might still be an underclassman, but at the same time, she could also be in danger because of Brayden's beef with Noma and the Tejadas. Also keep in mind that Monet was holding Brayden and Tariq responsible for the Tejadas losing $2 million in the Ponzi scheme. And before getting shot, she told Tariq she needed her money via cashier check by Monday. I made a video last week about the Tejadas targeting Brayden's family and taking Trace and Becca for ransom. Make sure to go on my page and check that video out if you haven't done that yet. Keep it in mind that Becca was roommates with Diana Tejada in season 3. I mentioned Bruchandria earlier in the video, who played a role as an intern on Tate's campaign in season 3. We also got a brief look into brew rapping in season 3 as well. I expect to see more scenes of that in season 4 because there will also be 2 new characters who Bruchandria raps with added, named Elle and Stokely. And there's also Professor Harper Bonnet, who was the classroom instructor and Tate's love interest in season 3, and she had a big influence over Tate blowing the whistle on the Weston Ponzi scheme. But being a professor in that classroom seems like a dangerous job because both Carrie Milgram and Jabari Reynolds, the previous professors, were both killed. Will Professor Harper Bonnet have the same fate? Or will it be her TA, Salim Ash Freeman, whose real name is Trevor Nelson? We definitely see that Tariq roughs Trevor up in the trailer, and he might even be the father of Diana's baby. Diana also forced Salim to give up his job at the candy store, blackmailing him that she would expose the truth. But from the looks of the trailer, Diana might hook back up with Salim. And in addition to the two professors getting killed, Zeke, a Stansfield student, got killed off campus, and Bars got killed on Stansfield campus trying to do a hit on Tariq. So will all the Stansfield students make it to graduation, or will some of them get taken out before they get there? Could it even be one of the extras from the classroom possibly getting caught in the middle of a crossfire or mistaken identity like Zeke? Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.